All right. Yo, what's up, guys? So we're live. It's cryptocurrency potential trades or trade, right? Let's get rid of that. All right. All right. So what I'm gonna do is erase all this so you guys know what's happening here. You know. All right. So we're on Ethereum. Ethereum, we got some nice potential distro coming in the future. Um, so let's go to the higher time frame, right? So what do we have, right? We have a lower low and a lower high, right? So we made this as our point of interest right here, right? We're inside this previous area distribution and it's still respecting structure, right? We also have a imbalance that's within here. We're above it right now. And we also have liquidity that was swept within this area, which I'm gonna just put it right there. Right. So we have liquidity that was swept, right? And of course, we can do our Fibonacci retracement all the way from wick to wick. Of course, it's with the retracement already, the counter trend starting, we already like got in with the 70% as well as we're above the 50%. So any potential distribution within here, it makes sense. And as you can see, lower low, lower high within that point of interest in the balance. So just following up with the counter trend, as you can see, we came into this imbalance as first, and actually we broke structure, came back to the open and distributed, right? But we never got a mitigation out of it. We actually did. But looking left to right, as you can see, we are still within that point of interest, higher high, higher low, higher high, break. So I identify this as a break of structure. Of course, you can go on a lower time frame and identify that for yourself identify that, not for yourself. So this is what I'm looking at. This is what I see as redistribution, right? As this point of interest here, right? As you can see, what else you identify? You identify imbalances. There's no imbalance on the 15-minute, but as you can see, it's a little bit higher, as you can see. But 15-minute, this is a 15-minute pre-OI, and we did have a imbalance that was within there, right? So after breaking structure, identifying that point of interest, what do we get? Right, a counter trend. Right, what do we wait for? A counter trend trade, boom, break a structure, came back down, and then came up higher again, sweeping this liquidity. Right. Oh, uh, forgot one thing. It did sweep these equal highs before breaking. It did sweep that right here before breaking. As you can see, we're still within that 15-minute point of interest. And what do we get? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and a break structure. You can identify this as your point of interest. Of course, you can identify all of it, point of interest, and balance, all that good stuff. If you know, you know, right? Of course, we swept this liquidity that was here, all this liquidity, right? So really, we're just looking for targets now at this point, liquidity and targets, right? So what do we have? We have a slight imbalance that's within here. We're gonna target here. This could be our first target, right there. Second target is all this liquidity that's right here. Nevaeh, calm down. So you got liquidity that's down here, imbalance as well, right? I said this TB1, but I didn't really see this. Imbalance, liquidity, imbalance underneath the liquidity. You also have an imbalance down here. Of course, you can target these equal lows as well. There's a lot of targets, of course, right? So I don't know if it's gonna happen today or Q's pump down or whatever, but I do see it coming down all the way down here in the future. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, clean plays. Of course, I would say if you guys have any questions, but really, I don't get anybody to watch my stuff. It's rare that somebody's watching. Yeah, I mean, I would love to, help somebody, but I mean, but yeah, that's what we got right here. So it's clean. I got nothing else, man. I'll share it on I'll drop the link in here. Yo, what's up, guys? Um, just I'm going live. If you guys want to, ask questions or see what's going on, feel free to hop on the live on YouTube. Uh, I don't know how. I mean, of course, that smell like. Oh, yeah, we're dumping, man. Well, not really dumping, but we have targets. Respect the structure, break a structure within the higher time frame point of interest. Well, it's really kind of like lower time frame point of interest, but of course there's increments, right? We understand that. Mm-mm. How was your guys' day? I mean, I'm basically talking to myself. I've been quiet for a minute. I ain't gonna cap. Thanks. Um, yeah, man. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm already inside the trade already. I already put my short position there. And you already know how the spread is for it, so spread is crazy. The R&R is, I mean, I don't really go for one and twos, but if you really target like the lows, all these targets, 1 and 4, here almost 1 and 5. Here is targeting this imbalance of 1 and 6. They're there, so I'm already inside this trade, so I do want to see it pump down, right? But we'll see about that. Uh, um, I'm gonna copy the invitation link. And I'll just be here, just chilling. See if you guys have any questions for me. You don't want to hear that. But I'm honestly trying to put the link in here inside the chat. Maybe I can just, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't know why it's loading like that. But here, as you can see, it's already pumping down a little bit. We'll see. Like the first time you can see that, on a 15-minute, it did break structure, went break, and then it came back inside the point of interest again in the broke structure. There was another entry right here. Boom, and then decided to accumulate again and break structure again. So it's kind of like playing around. But I mean, it's there and the evidence is there. I honestly I'm sharing my whole screen. That's what that is. Just gonna share Ethereum. This one. And I'm gonna see if I can try to share it. The Zoom link. I know you guys probably see a whole screen. I was blocking it. Just bear with me for like 2 seconds. All right, now. All right, cool. All right, let me grab this link. Of course, I'll be here for you guys to ask questions. I really do this. I mean, I got like 2-3 videos. Well, I got a lot of videos, but I'm in a private. But, feel free to ask, man. I'm here. Maybe I can answer your questions. Here's the Zoom link. I will be posting it on here. You guys are feel free to join. Yeah, I mean, cool. You guys can join up. I'm also going to drop the Zoom link in here. I'm gonna take a picture. Dirty. I'm gonna chill on here for like 30 minutes. 30 minutes, probably 30 minutes to an hour. Yeah, but to 3. Put some hashtags in here. All right. Let's see. All right, guys, I'll be back. So okay, so all right. So this is what we're waiting for. I mean, it's kind of pushing down just a little bit. It's being slow. I mean, we did this with liquidity, right? And we got all the evidence that we need to play here. We know that we're extremely bearish. So really, honestly, like I do want to target down here. But of course, we're playing small parts, of course. And look where exactly where we're at. So, I mean, it's there. So, being a little hesitant right now. So, yep. Hey man, what's up? Feel free to ask any questions if you got any questions, man. Got any questions? Yep. Man, I was trying to figure out exactly what I was trying to do today. I've just been chilling all day today, studying, going over trades that I took this week. You got any questions? I don't know if you can hear me. No questions? If your mic don't work, you can also ask in the chat box. What's up, man? Wait, Bearham? How you doing, Bearham? Barham? I said Bearham. Barham. Is that correct? Barham? You got any questions, man? That's good. So are you like a trader? Are you into like the Forex market, or you just into trading just in general, like stocks, crypto, Forex? Could you get some clarification? Okay, both. Could you get some clarification for Ethereum? Yeah, sure, man. Really, I'm probably gonna delete it later on. So, just giving free lessons. Honestly, I don't usually do it, but yeah. All right. So, just to give you some clarification for it. Of course, there's a mess. I'm not going to delete all those drawings because I like to go back for Ethereum. So, yeah, I'm gonna move all this so you know exactly what I'm looking at. Why is it doing it? All right. There you go. All right. So, taking a look at structure, man. Right. You can see that we have this higher low, higher high off of the 4R, right? You can see this is the last area push up prior to the expansion to this side, right? To the downside, right? So here, this is already, right? We look at the last up candles or the last push up, right? So here, this is what I was identifying as the last push up. What makes it more even valid because of the liquidity that was swept prior to expanding to the downside. That's why one of the main things that I pay attention to is if the liquidity is swept prior to the expansion at the higher low or at the lower high, right? So as you can see, this is our point of interest, an area where I am paying attention to, right? As well as in a balance that's within this area, right? So I was like, okay, cool, right? So you see now, go down to the lower time frame. Oh, I went too far. Right here, as you can see, we got the hour, lower low, lower high, right? This is our trading range as we got right here. I'm kind of noticing now it's kind of like forming up a little bit of liquidity. So it might even go higher, even so, and distribute a little bit higher, just paying attention off of this area alone, because it's kind of like consolidating. But this is what I'm paying attention to. It's simple, right? Looking at structure, but you got higher high, higher low, higher high, and a breaker structure, which I identify this as my point of interest. You can also see where it swept liquidity before breaking that structure. These little equal highs here. And as well, right? You see this was my point of interest right here. And of course, going down a little bit into detail inside that point of interest, there's an imbalance here. Of course, I can identify all that, but you can see where it swept liquidity before breaking this structure here as well, right? First, it came into here, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Breaking that structure, came back, higher high, higher low, higher high, break. You could have made this your point of interest, came down a little bit, but then it finally accumulated again, creating a higher high and a higher low, breaking this structure. So it's kind of like consolidating, building a lot of liquidity. So I'm like, is it going to continue on up? It could potentially continue on up because there is liquidity that just formed up here. So, I mean, the evidence is there. The point of interest is there. The balance, the liquidity sweep. So what I did was, snipe it here. And of course, my stop loss is a little bit higher than this because of the spread on Ethereum. But yeah, the first target, of course, is this imbalance right here. And of course, got some more targets down below, which I can also identify. Targets right here within this area, which I potentially see it come down to. I don't know, it might not be today, it might be tomorrow, who knows, right? You just don't know what the market is going to do. You also have a slight imbalance here as well that you can target. And of course, the low and this imbalance right here as well. But that's what I'm looking at for Ethereum. I do see it going down unless we get a close above this lower high up here, or it's even going down 4 hour. If we get a close above, here, then of course I'll be looking for a reaccumulation plays out of here to target some more areas. Probably this liquidity here, this imbalance, probably potentially see it going up higher. But as of right now, I am bearish right now. I'm bearish on Ethereum, and I see it potentially going lower. Got any questions about that? You can just type it in the chat box if you like. Now it doesn't have to distribute out of here. It can just accumulate. Like I said, there's liquidity at the top. I'm kind of iffy about, but I'm already inside the trade. Yeah, I mean, right now we're just chilling. All right, sweet. So I mean, yeah, that's what I'm looking at for Ethereum. Of course, I got We can look at Bitcoin too, if you like. Bitcoin, I'm extremely bearish on Bitcoin. There's nothing bullish about this right now. You can even go on the daily time frame. You can see all this liquidity that's been swept. That's funny. All this liquidity that's been swept down here, and major liquidity that's been swept, going down to, going right here. I'm pretty sure there was an accumulation play that was right here, but this is last lower high prior to expanding the last 2 days, so it could potentially distribute out of here. Going down to the 4-hour. I'm trying to see if it closes below 468, 857. Hold on. So it did create a new lower low, barely. It's 457, and this is 468. So it did create a new lower low. So we are accumulating below the lows, looks like, on the daily time frame, right? I mean, on the 4-hour, right? Lower low, lower high, break, higher high, higher low. Long term, look, man, bearish. Long term. So honestly, we're extremely bearish, man. Like long term, I see it potentially coming down a little bit lower into this imbalance. I do see it coming down to that imbalance, maybe even lower. But there's a lot of orders here. This is the last push down prior to that whole expansion. So really, I mean, it's a bullish trap, right? People think it's gonna push up, right? But really, look, this is the last push up prior to that whole expansion, balance prior to that expansion to the downside. So really, it could potentially come up all the way up here, distribute out of here, or come up here and distribute out of here. But right now, that's what I see for long term. It's but short term, if you want to get a quick play in, of course, right, you can see you got the point of interest in here. You got a slight imbalance right there that was created prior to expanding, that already got mitigated from. You can see the liquidity sweep prior to the expansion, which is really important, right? We can even go down to lower time frame, see what happened within it. Oh my God, that is so clean, right? So I already can see it, right? Liquidity sweep, after the liquidity sweep came back down, counter trend, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, break, right? Never got a mitigation out of here, by the way. So when it came up to here, which we'll get into, right? Lower low, lower high, or low, break out of the point of interest, swap liquidity right here prior to expanding, right? So you could enter here, boom, right there, right? Little break of structure, higher high, higher low, break, little mitigation off of this tap right here, and inside this point of interest, right here. As you can see, it was a barely tapped in, distributed, and as of right now, man, I really do see it accumulating from here. It could come down a little bit lower, but short term, I do see it accumulating a little bit longer. We do have a lot of liquidity. That's right here. You can target that. Possibly this imbalance here. Liquidity up here. This is a lot of liquidity right here, man. So I'll be targeting this, but I do see bullish short term right now. Bullish short term, because we did get a nice accumulation below the lows off the daily time frame after sweeping these major lows. So yeah, I see it going long for a second, and then be looking for any type of distribution above that liquidity or inside the imbalance. Although it doesn't have to respect it. But that is my opinion off of that. Got any questions about that? Yeah, man. I mean, that's what I see. It's just clear just what. Why don't I hear my Discord? I thought I turned it off. I mean, what do you see? I mean, that's just based off of my analysis. Question about indicators. Okay, what's your question about the indicators? What indicators? Do you trust indicators for analysis? Okay, it just depends on you, man. Like I'm not a big indicator trader. The only time that I actually use indicators is, I think I erased my kill zone. Darn it. I think I got rid of my kill zone. But these are the only indicators I actually use. It's just to identify the alien session, London session. I don't know why it erased. That's interesting. But yeah, this is the only indicator I use to identifying exactly like the sessions. That's the only indicator I use. But it just depends on you. Like I said, it depends on you. It really depends on you. That's all I got, man. Like some people, there's right answers. I mean, there's always going to be people that always agree and disagree with the indicators. But this is the main one I use to identify time sessions for when back testing. Really, I like back testing with this. It's really great, by the way. It's called kill zones. Always back test with this. Want to learn ICT for analysis. I haven't gotten into it, really. ICT, I mean, I really haven't gotten into ICT at all. This is just basic price action, reading market structure, and trying to identify like the institutional candles, right? Institution candles. It's nothing. Try to, keep it simple as possible, right? But Bitcoin. This was a nice trade, man. Oh, somebody caught that. That was pretty clean. This little 15-minute accumulation with the 9.8 is just pretty clean. I can show you a trade, man. Like there is a lot of trades this week, like off of Forex. I mean, crypto. I can show you a trade I played. Which one was my best trade this week? I had a lot of good trades, man. This week has been like insane. Like I think this was the most volatile week, like out of the whole year, in my opinion. I feel like it was the most volatile week. Let me show you CAD JPY. You already can probably see my analysis though, but man, like I didn't even know where to start. Uh, I'll show you. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna erase all this and show you exactly what I was looking at. Right. So here we have. I didn't get hit. I'll break even, by the way. All right. So here, going all the way to the left. Right. So just already, right? Already, we're extremely bearish, right? We got this lower low, this lower high. What I was paying attention to was the 5-minute. Interesting, right? Why? Because here you can see, right, this is the last push up prior to this expansion, right? And as well, it came into this imbalance score. Really, imbalances are like liquidity areas, right? And really, this imbalance, tap into this imbalance. So I was like, okay, cool. I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna wait for the evidence and see if we can get some redistribution out of this area. So what I did was I waited, and when price came into there, this was a clean trade, man. I was like, went higher high, higher low, higher high, break a structure. I identified it by looking at the close. It was 946. There's 954. Boom, right? First thing I did, I identified the market structure. Boom. Break a structure. I was like, cool. And I was like, all right, identify the point of interest. Do we have any imbalances? Yes, we do. I was like, all right, cool. If it comes down to that imbalance, I'll take it, right? So when it broke structure, oh, by the way, swept this liquidity as well. That's the most important thing too. It has to sweep liquidity. I wasn't big on it, but now I'm like, this is like mandatory for me at least. So after sweeping that liquidity, I was like, cool. And then as soon as it entered that imbalance, boom, sniped it. I was like, all right, I can either put my stop loss here. Like, all right, cool. I can put my stop loss there and target that low. Now, one thing that I did was, right, I don't know if I can go down to lower time frame. Yeah, I can. All right, so one thing you could have done, right, and this is why the market is so fractal. It's amazing, man. You can see we got lower low, lower high, lower low. What? Break, higher high, higher low, higher high, inside the imbalance. And then what? Break, right? I played it off of this, just off of the imbalance to put my stop loss above here. But you could have played it like this, right? Point of interest, right? Swept liquidity, right? Out of the imbalance. Guess what? Once you come back in there, probably right there, put your stop loss above this high. And then guess what you got? A very, 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 very clean trade, which I'm probably going to open this so I can go to the higher time frame. And already, right, that trade alone from down to the low, from that area to the low, was a what? A 1-7. Well, a 1-9. And it went lower too. That's the crazy part. It just kept going lower. Right? If you, I mean, pretty sure if you held that, that trade was pretty nice. That was the best trade out of the week for me, at least. Pretty nice trade. It's really nice, man. Got any more questions? You know, I actually have. Yeah, man. I mean, it's all simple. It's all simple. It's great analysis. It's simple. You know, like I said, I always shout out my mentor, Matthew. He's the one that taught me this. And, you know, of course, I'm always, you know, I want to create the trend where everybody teaches each other how to trade like this, right? So, I mean, I do have a little group that I am creating right now. It's called Fresh. Well, it's my name, Fresh Trades, but I'm creating this little group where I'm trying to like build a community where I'm just teaching people, creating analysis. I literally just recently created it. I'm trying to literally break it down on how I visualize the market, and I'll be doing like little market mentorships, and everybody just trading, like sharing ideas, making an open community. I'm probably gonna drop the link inside my my Instagram. And yeah, I'm really not charging that much for people either. I know there's like programs out there charging like 124. You know, I think that, you know, just building a smaller community is really important to me. Teaching people is really important to me more than anything right now. Of course, you know. But yeah, I'll drop the link in my what am I trying to say? I'll drop the link inside my bio. I'm only charging $50, really, because, you know, I think people just need to learn how to do this. But, you know, that's the thing. People don't want to take the time to learn it out of their day. You know, I actually want a team to win with. Yeah, I can't wait to build a community like that eventually. But I'll put it in that bio. Got any more questions, Ben? Cat JPY is ready. You just trying to learn? Yeah. Man, yeah, absolutely. That's not the purpose. That's not the purpose. Really, man. I really want to teach people so they can trade on their own. I don't give signals. I give trade ideas. I do. Like, okay, say if we do like a little London session open, because I do London sessions, which I'm going to be doing for my group. I was teaching free as first, but now I'm not. I'm only charging 50. And I'm teaching you how to trade, you know, how to do your markups, and understanding the strategy, understanding the mindset, understanding the trading plan, like the trading plan, all that correlates with each other. So right, for instance, like say if you join, right, my whole purpose for you to become an independent trader, right? We both like, all right, this is what I see. What do you see? It's like, well, I see this off of what I trade, because you might see something different from even though I taught you. You know what I'm saying? We want to create a mass of traders, independent, self-sufficient traders, not give people signals, because that's not my purpose. That's not my purpose, to give people signals. I want to create you as an individual trader yourself. Oh man, I mean, I took many courses too, man. And really, the one, my mentor, Abundant Capital, he's an amazing. There's like, and he charges $77, but you get so much like info, and there's just a lot of traders, and everybody, you got videos, you got all this stuff, and that's based. Yeah. And yeah, you just have to find the right mentor. I was just fortunate enough that I found this guy, and I'm trying to do the same thing that he's doing. teach people how to make money, teach people a skill set that can go on forever. And my goal, my purpose, my goal is to, like, later down the line, hopefully they grow into a self-sufficient trader where they making maybe thousands a week, maybe hundreds a week, maybe $100,000 a week. That's my goal. And it'd be like helping other people. I really don't care about other people's money because, I mean, I can make it myself. Huh? Can I see your trading history if it's okay? Yeah. I mean, it's all really, you can see it off of my Instagram. Go on my Instagram. You can go to Fresh Trades. And also you can go to my other account as well, Fresh Willie. I got all my trades there as well. Let you know. Yeah, man. I got nothing else. Let's check it back to Ethereum. I'm actually probably gonna end this live. I mean, if you got any questions, man, of course, if you want to ask any questions, like, feel free. If you want to join the group, it's probably just gonna be me and you, man, which is kind of good because honestly, I'll just be focused on you. Really make you see what I see. Yeah, I'm ready for this week. I am ready for this week. I was funded twice. I was a funded trader with Funded Talent, and then as well as I got funded with FTM. Did I get no? I didn't get funded with FTM. I got funded with Funded Talent before they, did that weird crap, talking about their closing out, changing their system. So I'm like, what the heck? Why you guys do that? And I actually lost that account, man. And then I got funded again with FMS before they changed to level. Do you mind? They hit 800 again? 800? Oh, that's a long way, man. I can see it hitting down here because I already got my markups. This is a previous area that haven't been accumulated. Mitigate out of it. 800. I don't know, man. That's pretty far. And the weekly is pretty bullish right now for the weekly. It might even accumulate right here just to push up, but 800. If it closes below this low, maybe. Right now, it could come down to this imbalance, but remember, Bitcoin and Ethereum kind of correlated. So same thing. Oh my goodness, look at all those markings. Yeah, I mean, it really could. It can come up to here and drop down here and come into this imbalance. So I can see that actually. But short term, mid-term right now, like this can accumulate, come up to here, distribute, come all the way back down to 800. That's what could happen. Yeah, man. I'll throw my link in the I throw my link inside in my bio if you're interested, man. Of course, I'll personally be sending emails anybody that joins. but really it's really up to you, man. I really do like try to share it. Like you're getting a free lesson right now, so it's like I really don't mind sharing. I kind of do this on like on the rare occasions where I just teach for free because nobody really joins my stuff either, even though I try to hit a broad area. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, if you click the link in my bio, Linktree Fresh Willie, you can see all of it right there. You can even schedule a one-on-one for me with me, but I'd rather have you if you have personal questions. I mean, just you and me, man. So if you want to hit that link, private chats and everything, just literally this video and let no. But to answer your question, in the future, yes, unless it runs through that point of interest. So you can see that we're already starting to pump down a little bit harder. We'll see if it closes. Yeah, man. If you got any more questions, ask. Not, um, not then I'm be ending this stream. Of course, if you want to learn more, no problem, man. I'm glad I hope I taught you a little bit of something. You got something out of this little small session. If you want to learn more, feel free to drop by, man. Link is in the bio. I'll add you inside the chat, and I have a schedule in there that I already made. Also, I have videos. Well, I kind of like reset it all my videos, and I put my videos towards on my other files. But I'm gonna be creating videos on this a little bit more, market mentorships and all that good stuff, and hopefully we can grow a community. That's why I really want to grow a community of independent traders. So yeah, man, feel free to join. I'll message you back. 1 hour for a session. Also not free. Hey, you getting it free right now? you getting it free right now? You getting it free right now, so you kind of got it for free. But yeah, like if you like have personal like questions about like a certain like the way I trade, like you can also ask like on the chats as well. You didn't even have to spend that, man. You can ask in the chats, and like I said, it's nobody in there yet. I'm trying to build a community, but yeah, I mean the chats, it's always there. I'm always gonna be there, and I'm always gonna answer questions. But if you really want, like, well, if the chats do grow bigger, that's always there, right? Some people might not even want to be in the chats, and they just want to know exactly how I trade. Man, I used to have a point problem, but my entry points, it got nasty. It got nasty with it, man. It's probably because you get part of the liquidity, man. Part of the liquidity and get stopped out. But you can see, like, I entered this trade like 20 minutes ago, and it's already dropping. I didn't know it was going to drop. I'm just going off of my analysis and the trading plan. It's already, but you can get stopped out, and that's okay, man. And you have to accept, losing inside of this game. You know, you have to accept it. You got to figure out, find a mentor. You know, find a good mentor. There's plenty of mentors out there, but they're great mentors. But it is not. I'll tell you right now. Many blown accounts, bro. Many blown accounts. I'm not kidding. Many. And I really, man, I just started getting like profitable, like really profitable. Like I blown accounts, man. I blew like freaking funny accounts. Like I've been there, man. You can name it. Yeah, man. Like if you want me to be your mentor, I'll be glad to be your mentor. Hit that link in the bio, man. I'll get a notification when you enter or whatever. And of course, it's always we'll have a good time, man. I'll make sure you're good at this fresh as well, right? Really, my goals, you already know my goal. Yeah, man. Oh shoot, look at Theorem drop. Sheesh. That's a nice little drop right there. Oh, you're a student at MSC? Okay, that's cool. That's good, man. Yeah, man. Want to pass the study. You will. You'll pass it. Yeah, man. It's going to take some time. Honestly, it takes time to be a good trader. I've been trading for like almost 2 years, and I'm literally just starting to get profitable. Like I had like multiple breakthroughs, but the recent breakthrough I just had is the liquidity. The liquidity is like my breakthrough. Another part. Information is studying information technology. Bro, you must be super smart, man. Super smart. Pretty good, man. Information technology. That's nice. I'm originally from Cali, California, but now I'm like in Colorado right now. But originally from California. Where you from, man? Where you from? Guess it? Cali? You from Cali? Uh, Indiana? Oh, Middle East, North Carolina. Oh well, Middle East. Uh, so you must be. I said North Carolina, but that's the east side. Where you from, man? Louisiana, Texas. Let's see what. Oh, you're not. You're not. Oh, you're from. Okay. Okay. Makes sense. Oh, I'm from Iraq. Oh, nice. Nice. That's really dope, man. Pretty dope. But that's pretty dope, man. Um, yeah, I mean, I really got nothing else for you. Ethereum dropping right now. You can see it, that big, like, nice little pump. Right now we're at like almost a 1 in 3. I usually go for 1 in 3s. You know, secure partials. But if you want to learn more, man, yeah, I'm always here. Link in the bio. That's it. I'm about to hop off this. Got any more questions before I go? Look at that pump down. I think we already hit our 1 in 3 too. Oh, almost. Look at Bitcoin too. Dump it too. All right, man. Ethereum pump it down. All right, man. You have a good one. Hopefully I see you soon again. Nah, you're great, bro. And then you'll pass that if you guys test, you know, you'll pass that test. You'll study, you'll become a great trader. All right, man. Peace.